that it will be easy for you to understand. So now coming to this taxon, the taxon likely to join the category of endangered category in near future. Okay, now the taxon likely to join the category of endangered category in near future. In that options are extinct, rare, vulnerable, and living fossil. Okay, okay, living fossil. So this is the answer. I mean, these are the options. So now coming to, according to IUCN, if we go back to IUCN thing, so these are this is about the IUCN red list. Everyone remembers this? This is the IUCN red list. Okay, this is the IUCN red list. In that least concern, near threatened, vulnerable, endangered, critically endangered, extinct in the wild, and extinct. Okay, this is the red list which IUCN has given according to 2004. Okay, now but this red list remains same. Okay, it is constant red list. It is the animals which are vulnerable. What are vulnerable animals? Which are likely to get extincted. Okay, these are endangered, they are likely to be endangered and high risk of extinction. Okay, once they are vulnerable, they move on to endangered species. Okay, once they are vulnerable, they move on to endangered species, from endangered, critically endangered, then extinct in the wild, and then finally they extinct. Okay, so now according to the red list, what it is, uh, one, the taxon which likely to join the category of endangered category is vulnerable. If it is asked for you, like which taxon is likely to join the endangered category in the near future, then this taxon, vulnerable taxon, is likely to join the endangered category. Okay, vulnerable category or vulnerable taxon is the likely to join endangered category in the near future. Means the organism which are in the vulnerable can join the endangered anytime soon if they are not safe or if they are not protected. Okay, clear to everyone? Clear regarding this? What is vulnerable? Vulnerable are those organisms or those animals or anything, plants, animals, anything it is. Those are which are likely to be endangered and high risk of extinction. Okay. Endangered are one. What are endangered? Endangered are those organisms which are likely to get extincted. Okay, they can get extincted anytime. Okay, they can get extincted anytime. Okay, clear, right? They can get extincted anytime. Now, what is critically endangered? What is critically endangered is nothing but they are high risk. Okay, they are high risk of getting extincted. Anytime, at any point of time, you can see them vanished away from the earth. Okay, so these are nothing but critically endangered. Now the and living fossil which is there, living fossil given as a, it is an option given to you there. What is living fossil? The organism which is a living example of a extinct group. Okay, you can just say that okay, this plant just existed. Okay, some of this population just existed and now you cannot see it. Okay, now you cannot see it. So those are nothing but called as living fossil. So clear to everyone? Everyone should be answering. I'll ask you the questions, okay, regarding the same. And remember this, I use here at least, if the questions are asked regarding this, remember what is vulnerable, what is endangered, what is critically endangered. Okay, everyone should be answering. Okay, Ranjita, Dikshita, Noor Fatima, Jyoti, everyone who are present. So everyone should know that what is vulnerable, what is endangered, what is critically endangered, okay, near threatened. So this is given by IUCN. Okay, this is given by IUCN. Clear, right? Okay. So remember all these things. Okay, vulnerable is a taxon that is likely to join the endangered. If it is asked, this which is a taxon which is likely to join the critically endangered, then the answer is endangered. Okay, the taxon which is likely to join critically endangered category is endangered. Okay, clear? So this is how the IUCN red list. Please note down and take IUCN red list, how it is, or write, draw it and take so that it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, clear to everyone? So I just made sure that once again I explained this. Okay, Aaron, Dikshita, Jyoti, Noor, Fatima, clear to everyone, right? Ranjita, Trupti, Vinay. So Dikshita, okay. So this is about the IUCN red list. If there are any doubts, you can ask me in the last or at the end of the class. Okay. So this is about that taxon which is likely to join the endangered. Okay. This was a question. Last question. Okay. The taxon likely to join the category of endangered category in near future is. Now the answer is the taxon likely to join the category of endangered category in the near future. The answer is C. Ranjita, the taxon likely to join the category in the near future is. That means you are not clear with the concept. Yes, Dikshita, the answer is vulnerable. The answer is vulnerable. See, listen to me. Okay, once again, I'll tell you. Okay, see now, listen to me carefully. Okay, this is the IUCN red list. Okay, in this IUCN red list, some of them are not evaluated. These organisms are not evaluated. Okay. Next is data deficient. Less of data is present. Okay. Leave that. Keep it aside. Do not let us not concern about that. Next, coming to now, let me come to the main point only. This is vulnerable. Okay. Least concern means there are many organisms and we are least concerned of them getting extincted. Okay. These are many plants are there, many animals are there, many organisms are there. So we are least concerned about that. Okay. Now keep it aside. Now coming to near threatened. So these are nothing but which are threatened to get extincted. Okay, which are threatened to get extincted. For example, tiger. Okay, for example, tiger. There was a point where where the environmentalists, the forest department, everyone were too scared that we might find tiger is an extincted animal. Okay, tiger is an extincted animal means they were threatened. Okay, they were threatened animals means they might get extincted. We might see in the near future them getting extincted. Okay, we might see in the near future them getting extincted. So this is nothing but near threatened. So we must be what I should say, we must take care that it should not get extincted. Okay, so that much of protection has to be provided to that organism, either it is plant or animals or any other thing. Okay, now near threatened is nothing but which is likely to get vulnerable species. Okay, likely to be in the vulnerable species. Now, what is vulnerable here? Vulnerable is nothing but it, it is likely to get endangered. Okay, endangered is nothing but which are those animals which are about to get extincted. Okay, endangered animals are those animals which are about to get extincted. Very less population of that organism is present on the earth, and they might get extincted any point of time. Okay, and they might get extincted any point of time. Those those organisms are there in the vulnerable. Okay, likely to be endangered, high risk of extinction. Vulnerable organisms are those organisms which are likely to get endangered, means very less population you can find of those organisms, and the high risk of extinction. You might not find them only any other time. Okay, like that many such plants are there, animals are there which have become extincted because we have not protected them. Okay, because of what are the reasons? There are four evil quadrate. Which are the four evil quadrate? One by one, tell me which are the four rebel quadrant. Which are the four I will quadrate? Okay. Which are the, am I audible now? Which habitat? Which habitat, Elvina? Which are the four I will quadrate? Habitat loss and fragmentation. Very good. Very good. Habitat loss and fragmentation. Dikshita, Jyoti, overexploitation. Yes. Very good. Ranchita, Aaron, who and all are there? Everyone. Alien species invasion. Yes. And one more is co-extinction. Yes, very good, Albina. Habitat loss and fragmentation, over-exploitation, alien species invasion, and co-extinction. These are the co-extinction, okay? Nur Fatima, extinction. So these are the four I will incorporate. Okay, these are the reason for the organism to get endangered. Endangered is nothing but likely to get extincted. Endangered is nothing but organisms which are likely to get extincted. They can ex they can get extincted or they can vanish out from the earth anytime. Okay, they can vanish out from the earth anytime. So vulnerable species are those species which you might find in the air in the endangered zone anytime. Okay, now for example, take very less number of tigers are present. Okay, very less numbers of tigers are present. And now less population of tiger means they are vulnerable. Okay, less population of tiger means they are vulnerable. Vulnerable is nothing but those vulnerable taxon is nothing but they include those organisms which might get endangered anytime, which you do not find them any other time. Like in next generation, you might not find them because they might have got vanished away from the earth. So vulnerable taxon is those that taxon or that category where you find those organisms which are likely to get endangered. Very less population of organism which is present, you find this in this category. Okay, which category? Vulnerable category. So after vulnerable category, you find endangered category. From endangered, critically endangered means high risk of extinction, and then from critically endangered, directly extinct. Extinct is nothing but totally wiping out or vanishing off from the earth's surface. Okay, extinction is nothing but you cannot find them again. Like that, extincted animals, organisms are present, microorganisms are there, many plants are there. Okay, which are extincted from the earth's surface. Okay, clear to everyone now? Everyone should say yes only then when it is clear to them. Okay, do not keep any doubts because once you only understand this list, only you can answer it. Okay, vulnerable, endangered, critically endangered, extinct. Okay, because if the questions arise on this list, you should remember this list properly. Okay, vulnerable, after vulnerable, what comes? Endangered. After endangered, what? Critically endangered. After critically endangered, extinct in the wild, and then directly extinct. Okay, you cannot find them again. Clear to everyone? Everyone should be answering. I'll ask each one of them now. Students, once you join the class, please do not go. Okay. Trupti, Dikshita, Elvina, Jyoti, Raju, Ranjita. Clear? Dikshita. Clear, right? Okay. No doubt regarding this? No doubt regarding this? Vulnerable, endangered. Okay. If there is anything, you please do ask me, okay, now itself. Ranjita, is it clear to you now? Is it clear? Okay. So the taxon, now answer me, the taxon which is likely to join, the taxon which is likely to join endangered, join the category of endangered in the near future, the answer is The taxon likely to join the category of endangered category in the near future is C. Which is that C? What is that? C is vulnerable, right? Yes, vulnerable. Clear to everyone, right? Vulnerable is the answer. Okay. So now as it is clear to you, do not keep any doubts regarding this. Do ask me now itself so that we can clear it off here. So it must not be a problem to you like as we move further. Okay. So until here we have finished. Okay. Remember, right? So the taxon likely to join the category of endangered category in the near future is vulnerable. So next coming to, okay, as you all are clear about this, no doubt regarding this. So let me come to the next. Let me go to the next one. Okay. So tell me, according to you, who is responsible? What is responsible for the losing of the organism? What is responsible for the extinction of organisms? Tell me one reason. Not the evil corporate. Okay, human beings. What do human beings do? Elvina, very good. Deforestation, yes. What do you mean by deforestation? What happens actually when we do deforestation? Okay, killing of the animals also. But what we do, where do animals live? Cutting of the plants, yes. Cutting of the plants, correct. We do deforestation. Animals live in the animals live in the forest. Yes or no? It is their habitat, right? It is their habitat. Yes. So where they live is their habitat. Now what we do, we destroy their habitat. Okay. We destroy their habitat. So destruction of the habitat. Okay. Destruction of the habitat is responsible for the extinction of wildlife, animals and plants. Okay. Destruction of the habitat is responsible for the extinction of wildlife. Do you all agree with this? Do you all agree with this? Destruction of the habitat is reason for the extinction of wildlife. Yes or no? Yes. So when we destroy the habitat, where do they will go? Yes or no? Where do they will go? They do not find food, they do not find shelter, and they become extincted. Okay, they become extincted. So when we destroy the habitat, then this is the reason for their extinction. Okay, this is the reason for their extinction. You got it right now. What is the reason for the extinction? Extinction of the wildlife. The reason is destruction of their habitat. Okay. Now coming on to the another one. The other day when we were discussing about other alien species invasion, I had told you about one particular not one particular, many such plants. Yes or no? Like Iconia, Parthenium. Yeah, remember Iconia, Parthenium, Lantana. Anyone remembers it? Yes. Those three are those plants which were brought from the other foreign areas to India. Okay, other foreign areas to India, and they become a threat. Okay, they become a threat to those plants which are present in India. Okay, why they become a threat? Why they become a threat? The other day I had explained you. What happened actually? Why they became a threat? Yes. So For example, that the other day also I had told you, you go somewhere out, you bring one plant and come. Then what happens when you plant it? Because they have a different habitat. But what happens when you bring them here and when you plant it? You remember Dikshita, I had taken you example. You have gone somewhere out and you have bring one plant over here, and that plant takes larger area. Okay, that plant takes larger area, high absorption of water. Okay, all the nutrients, because of which what has happened, the other plants are affected. Okay, the other smaller plants are affected and they eventually die, and this plant spreads all over the place. Okay, this plant spreads all over the place. When this plant spreads all over the place, what happens, the other plants eventually do not get water, land, nutrients, and they die. Okay, so what happens is, when we bring any other plant, we should make sure that it should not become a threat to the plants which are present in our habitat. Okay, threat to those plants which are present in our habitat. Okay, so I have seen this here itself. You people must have come across this plant. I'll show it to you. Okay, anyone knows this plant? Anyone has seen it? I have seen it in your place. This place. Yes, this leaves. Where you haven't? Lakes? Yes, very good, Edwina. You usually find it in lakes. So if you have not seen it, please do see it. Okay, please do see it. In the lake which you get near from you when you go from Harihar to Davangere, the place, I have seen it very recently. The I don't know it is a lake, sea or what. Yes, I don't know which what it is, but the entire sea or that particular thing has been covered with these plants. Have you seen this? Yes, it's been covered with these plants. Okay, these plants are nothing but this is Icornia. Okay, this is nothing but Icornia. This is nothing but Icornia plant. Please, if you go there once again, do make sure that you see it. Okay. The Iconia plant is a, okay. Now why I am telling you this is, Iconia is also one of the plant which was, okay, you have never seen, no problem. You can see it, okay. You find it anywhere near the lakes and all, and it is very troublesome plant. Okay. Why it is a troublesome plant is because Iconia is a troublesome American water weed found in India. It is an Iconia is Icornia is a troublesome American weed found in India. Okay. Now what are weeds? Weeds are nothing but unwanted plants which you find there. Okay. Oh, okay. So you had grown. Actually, it gives a very good flower, but it is a troublesome American weed. Okay. The weed are nothing but unwanted plants. Unwanted plants which you usually grow with the plants which are necessary, which are good plants. They grow with that along with that, and they eventually make the good plants die and they spread everywhere. If you have seen it near the lake, near the whatever lake, I don't know what it is actually, or lake or sea or anything. It is totally half of the area is being taken by this Iconia. Okay, half of the area is taken by Iconia. Okay, and why this Iconia has grown? Because it might be highly polluted as well. Okay, the Iconia is getting all the other things which is required for its growth on that water area. Okay, usually it grows in the sea, lakes. Okay, I have seen it all. Most of the places I have seen the Iconia growing here. Okay, Iconia is a troublesome weed. It is usually has to be like unplugged. Okay, it has to be unplugged, not to be grown. Okay, Okay, Alvina. But it can be used as an ornamental plant because it gives a very good flowers. You saw that right in the picture. It gives a very pretty flowers, but it is a troublesome weed. Okay. Iconia is a troublesome American weed found in India. Clear to everyone now what is Iconia is? If the question is asked, which is the troublesome weed, American weed found in India, then the answer is, then the answer is Iconia, yes. Where are others? Ranjita, Dikshita, wait. Rather than it's better, I'll tell your names. Devraj, Jyoti, Tripti, Nur Fatima. Okay, so Iconia is the answer. Okay, okay. Now coming to, do you think that keeping animals in the zoological park is a loss of biodiversity? How many of you think that keeping animals in zoological park is a loss of biodiversity? Is the loss of biodiversity, Elvina? Okay. Any other? Keeping animals in zoological park is, listen to me carefully, is a loss of biodiversity. Whether it is a loss of biodiversity? No? Okay. So one who has said yes, tell me why, and one who has said no, also tell me why. Whether it is a loss of biodiversity or no, you give the answer. Now tell me quickly. Because they will keep in cage, okay? Ranjita, why no? Ah, yes, very good. Yes, Elvina. Okay, your part of thing also I can understand because you think they don't have freedom. Whereas Ranjita's part also I understand because animals live in that park. They do not get extincted. Okay, what happens here is Dikshita, Elvina, others, whoever are there, listen to me. The keeping animals in zoological park is not a loss of biodiversity. Okay, why it is not a loss of biodiversity is because there they live. Okay, there they live and they also give birth to the young ones. So what happens is their population doesn't decrease. Okay, their population doesn't decrease. Breeding is also done there. Okay, breeding is also not. So their animal is not alive. They are alive. You only tell them because animals live in the in that park. Okay. They are present. I can understand. They are present, but they live there. Okay. No problem, Ranjita. But they live there. Okay. Zoological park. Albina, according to you, they are present. Okay. They are present, but what happens there is they are not killed, right? They are not killed. They do not get extincted. Okay. Whereas they grow there, they reproduce there. Okay, breeding is done and all. So that means what? Their population is increasing. Okay, their population is increasing. Yes. Very good. Very good. Whoever answering, you should think it like that. Okay. No worries. You can just answer me anything that comes to you. Whereas Elvina's concerns are also correct that they are present. But the thing here is what the question here asked is what whether there is a loss of biodiversity. There is no loss of biodiversity because they live there, they reproduce there, and their population increases. Okay, clear to Elvina, Ranjita, Dikshita, Jyoti, Devraj? Yes? Okay. Okay. Good. So now coming to, there are many such plants which I had told you already, like Parthenia, like Lantana, like Iconia. Okay, like Iconia, there are many such plants which are invasive. Okay, which are alien species. In them, only one species is there which is not invasive, and this is Cynodon. Okay, you will see what is cynodon. I have a picture there. Okay, if it is asked which one of the species is not an alien species, Then the answer is cynodon. And cynodon is nothing but known as mad grass. Okay, you must have seen that. I'll show you the picture. Cynodon is not a invasive alien species. Okay, here Cynodon is not an invasive alien species, whereas other plants like Parthenium, Lantina, Eichhornia are invasive species. Remember this, these are alien invasive species, whereas Cynodon is not an invasive alien species. Okay, for easier understanding, it is known as mat grass. Okay, it is known as mat grass. Clear? It is known as mat grass. These are alien invasive species, and this is not an alien invasive species. Okay, among them, and it belongs to grass family. Okay, it belongs to grass family. Okay, tell me, do you know about insectivorous plants? Insectivorous plant. Okay, how many types of insectivorous plants are there? Do you know any names? Insectivorous plant names? Tell me anyone. Insectivorous plant name. Okay, no problem. Okay, I'll tell. Pitcher plant. Pitcher plant, you know, I'll show you the picture, what it is. So there is a pitcher plant. Rainforest of Northeast India, we find insect-eating or the insectivorous plant called as pitcher plant. Yes, very good, Elvina. Drosera is the one of the plant which is also an insectivorous plant. Okay. Now, in the Northeast India, okay, in the which place? I'll erase this out, okay? Understood, right? Clear, right? This topic. Okay. As you are clear to it, let me quickly go on to the rainforest. Okay. Rainforest in the northeast India, we find the insect-eating or the insectivorous plants known as pitcher plant. Okay. We find it in northeast India mostly, and that insectivorous plant is known as pitcher plant. Okay. Why it is known as a pitcher plant, I will tell you. Okay. Why it is known as a pitcher plant, I will tell you. Okay. So this is about the whole thing. Remember this, destruction of the habitat is extinction of wildlife. Iconia is a troublesome American weed. Cynodon is a not an invasive alien species, and the pitcher plant are the insectivorous plant. Okay. Now coming to here, answer me quickly. Okay, which is mainly responsible for the mainly responsible for the extinction of wildlife? The answer is correct. I'll log the answer. Log kiya chahe. Elvina Dikshita. What is the answer? B is answer. C is answer. Okay, the options are hunting for flesh, destruction of habitats, pollution of air and water, or all of the above. All of the above. Which is mainly responsible? Okay. Why are you getting confused? C ma'am, B ma'am. Which is the answer? No. This is the answer. Destruction of habitat is the answer. Correct. Someone has told in the starting as well, destruction of the habitat. Yes or no? I told you here, right? Destruction of the habitat is responsible for the extinction of the wildlife. Don't get confused, okay? No problem. No problem. Calm down. Just understand the question. Okay. What is this mainly responsible for the extinction of wildlife? Okay. Destruction of habitat. If you destroy the habitat, obviously where they will go? They will get extincted only, right? Whether it is plants or animals. Clear, understood, right? Understood the question. Okay. Right. Wildlife is destroyed most when wildlife is destroyed most when what is the answer? Wildlife is destroyed most when there is a lack of proper care, mass scale hunting for foreign trade, its natural habitat is destroyed, or natural calamity. C is the answer, right? Yes, its natural habitat is destroyed. Very good. Very good. When its natural habitat is destroyed. Troublesome American troublesome American waterweed found in India is A. Correct answer? A. Okay, very good. Yes, the answer is Iconia. Okay, this is the Iconia plant. Okay, this is the Iconia plant. See the picture. Okay, which of the following is not the cause of loss of biodiversity? Which of the following is not the cause of loss of biodiversity? Yes, correct. What is the answer? C is the answer. Keeping animals in zoological park. Destruction of habitat, invasion by alien species, overexploitation of natural resources are the reasons. Whereas keeping animals in zoological park is not the one. Which of the following species is not an invasive alien species in Indian context? Lantana, Cynodon, Parthenium, Iconia. Cynodon, very good. Cynodon is the answer. B is the answer. You can see this is the cynodon. You might find it here as well. Okay, this grass is known as mat grass. Okay, cynodon. Clear to everyone, right? Okay, this is the pitcher plant. Okay, this is the pitcher plant. Where among the following, will you find the pitcher plant? Where do you find this pitcher plant? Rainforest of Northeast India, Sundarbans, Thar Desert or Western Ghats? A is the answer, correct. Rainforest of Northeast India. And this is the pitcher plant. Okay, so, so this was about the today's class. If there is any doubt, please do ask me, okay?